Good morning, welcome to my new vlog. I am getting ready for work and drinking collagen with iron supplements. मेरा पिछला वाला get ready with me कुछ ज़्यादा ही लंबा हो गया था. It was because I was आराम से getting ready, but lessons everywhere. I am still learning how to vlog, how to YouTube and stuff, which is why I take it one observation at a time, and that part brings me to today's yapathon topic, which has been on my mind lately, which is how important it is to take everything one day at a time. If you are like me, you get constantly restless and anxious. I have mentioned this in my previous vlog as well. But yeah, I face a lot of anxiety and restlessness when it comes to a lot of things, and I will be getting ready quick and also keeping this short. But at the same time, I wanted this video to be a reminder to myself and others like me. If you are anxious like me, if you are a restless person too, we are kind of wired to see the bigger picture all the time. I am at an age where I am bound to look at the bigger picture all the time. As a person in my late 20s, I get a midlife crisis every now and then. Half of the people like us who are constantly anxious, who are constantly restless, are kind of wired to and tend to always look at the bigger picture. We often tend to forget that execution of anything requires you to put in that constant work. It needs you to be a doer. But since anxiety is created in our head, in our mind, we constantly keep overthinking things. It hinders our ability to finish something, and time keeps going by, and all of the things that you're supposed to do pile up in the form of anxiety that happens to us later. And no matter how much it's important to plan things for yourself, give yourself the right goal. And obviously, I'm not saying that the bigger picture is not important, but the fact of the matter is that any bigger picture needs you to put in work in the form of days. You cannot master anything. Rome wasn't built in a day. I have few of my own examples where I had been I have been trying new things like staff spinning and calisthenics and even going to work. This is one simple example that I like making these get ready with me videos. And sometime when I was in Bombay and I had finished 100 days of posting, and since I was uploading pointless daily vlogs, I had actually put out this strategy as a YouTube video. that I am going to be putting out more informative videos. And as much as I want to make informative videos on fitness, I realize it requires a whole lot of editing and time to be invested, and currently I do not have it. But at the same time, I treat every single day of my life as life lessons that are placed for me. I am so grateful that no matter how many mistakes I make and no matter what I do, these lessons are presented to me for learning, and I am not devoid of them because I don't know, I like thinking things a lot. So, when work resumed and we had to go daily, I was sort of uncomfortable. I was like, oh my god, we are going to have to go to work every day. But honestly, I've been enjoying the whole experience. It's been about 15 to 20 days of going to work this year. And I remember in 2024, I think that is the maximum number of days I went to work. And I've realized that not going to work had kept me pretty goalless. It was taking away this part of my life where I was just in this momentum going to work, and I kind of missed it. It keeps my other cycles in place and it makes sure that I leave home other than gymming. Which is why even going to work has been a learning for me in this matter. So I have realized that there is no point in overthinking stuff and giving yourself a rushed timeline to conquer everything. You need to understand that everything takes time to build. Every a building gets built brick by brick. You do not just wish for a construction to be finished off mentally. So the point I'm making here is so many things can happen if we just focus on so many things can happen in the right way if we focus on getting only short term plans right instead of worrying about what will be the final outcome of whatever we have planned to do and whatever our efforts versus goal is. Honestly, if we could curb our anxiety at that level and try to work in a way that you are actually finishing everything and getting your success on a one day at a time basis, you are feeling like you are achieving all that your goal is day by day, it leads to a way better outcome than focusing on the end goal and working towards it in a manner that you are only focusing on that end goal. And I have also had this major problem of procrastinating. I keep procrastinating things with this mindset that things keep getting piled up. I keep doom scrolling. I do not finish them because there is this mental small sort of a fear in my mind of just doing them. And I would just keep the things that require the most mental power for me. Like in my last vlog I mentioned something about I spend a lot of time just recovering from my workouts. So, if sometimes I feel like if a task has a larger difficulty level than the rest of the tasks in my list, I tend to finish off those easy things and I keep the harder ones for later. And as much as beneficial as that is, as in I do not still see the problem there, because I am finishing a lot of my tasks that are supposed to be done and striking things off my to-do list. And when you're anxious about things, you need to do that. I have noticed that that similar pattern, that similar thinking leads me to pile up the more difficult things to the end time of it, like towards the time when it's needed. I keep it. I do not have that contingent sort of behavior. I'm always like in a rush to finish things that are required at that moment only. And I have started to cross the harder things off of my list as well. I have found that when I do that, there is a rush that I get. There is, when you exercise, you have endorphins rushing in your body, which is endorphins and adrenaline. These two things cause you to feel really happy and elated. And I feel like I was missing out with this exact pattern of my behavior, which is because I was procrastinating, because I was keeping things for the end. I was missing out on the joy of actually finishing them and feeling like, yay. And it is similar to what you feel after an exercise or after you eat a dessert. The feeling is so similar because you really are achieving something and working towards your end goal. And no matter what it is important to. And what was stopping me, what was causing that procrastination, is actually looking at the end picture, um, looking at the end goal, which is, oh yeah, I'm just gonna finish that task, and yeah, I know I'm gonna finish that task. It's that mindset. But I do not realize that if I just finish it off, I feel way more powerful um, than when I would have finished it at the end of time. So it sort of started with me. It sort of started with me finishing tasks that I would normally procrastinate. And then I started to realize, and I started noticing this pattern with a lot of my things, be it things that I learned in calisthenics, be it the staff spinning, be it cleaning my house and living less messy and stuff like these. I keep on challenging myself and I keep on striking these challenging things up, challenging things that are for me up, and then I start feeling way better than I used to. And if you know me or if you have seen my previous vlogs, I have mentioned this quite a lot before, that I am an extrovert, I am talkative, but I deal with a lot of confidence issues. I just generally do not feel very extremely confident, and it is somewhere, it is rooted out of me not doing enough for myself. I have realized this, and upon this realization, I started to give myself more challenges. And while I work out and subconsciously do that with my workout routine, like I keep on challenging myself, I keep on progressing, I keep on loading weights when I get better at one movement or something like that. I started doing that with every single aspect of my life and started to see a noticeable difference in the way I feel about myself. I I have oftentimes mentioned this in more of my vlogs, that I am someone who bashes myself a lot if I'm taking rest, if I am just enjoying or chilling. Or if I make a small error in some way, I just keep on thinking that I am useless, I am never going to be able to be better than this, and stuff like this. Like there is always this constant fear in my mind and this inner voice active, which just keeps on telling me I'm not good enough. But this one practice, this one activity of giving myself challenging things to do and constantly striking those challenging things off has helped me so much that I am able to look at myself in a better light. I am able to not feel so bad about my shortcomings. It's helped me look at my strengths more than what would normally be my weakness. And I started to tell myself that I am not, I if I'm put in this situation to do this, it's not that I'm incapable of doing it, it's just that there is some deep rooted unknown fear in my mind, and I need to talk to that fear and like ask it to leave. And really, like, as I mentioned in my previous vlog, your mind is not in control of your body, you are in control of your mind. So once you start telling your inner voice to be more positive about getting shit done, and like overall you start building that positivity on a very deep and inner level, I feel like it just knows what to do. You can trust yourself and get shit done. It's something you need to tell yourself to do. I don't know what point I'm getting at anymore, but oh my god, Ashwani. Yo, Ashwani had called me on, मुझे लगा कि he's coming to pick me up, but thankfully not. I used to ask him to pick me up every single morning, and lately, because of this get ready with me, I get taunted so much. The consultants tell me, "Kitna time laga aaj get ready with me?" And I literally asked him not to pick me up because I'm talking to a damn camera inside my room. But anyway, my point was that start doing things, stop living too much in your head. This is a reminder for me and you if you need it. If you don't, well. Anyway, I think that was it for today's vlog. I like venting on YouTube. I usually do this with my friends. I have a few deep feeling assholes like me who we constantly keep on discussing concepts, ideas, feelings, thoughts, and stuff. But yeah, this has been a nice space to see if people relate with me. And yeah, I am trying to combat this anxiety and self bashing and a lot of things that hold me back, which do not let me be my truer self or like more authentic, higher self of mine, which I am working on. Every day is a lesson. Every day these lessons are shared with you. I don't know, I am a real life case study if somebody is watching constantly and consistently. But yeah, I am hoping to learn things along the way. I feel like I'm still learning a lot of things and still don't know a lot. I just do not know a lot of things, and these are such basic things that people should be knowing. But I'm just like, never mind. That was it for today's vlog. If you like the content that I post on this channel, definitely subscribe to it. I am always working on content plans and how to give back more to the viewers. Subscribe to my channel, drop a like on my videos, comment on it if you want. If you think you relate with me, ask me something on the comments. Maybe I can cover your comment in the next video. And remember to take care of yourself. Just connect with me on Instagram. I hope I made sense, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye.